Hi, and thanks for visiting Mommy Morsels. I've put together for you 5 morning stretches that I like to do daily to just help me tune into myself before I go and pick up baby in the morning, and also to just check in with how I'm feeling every day, start to lengthen and strengthen and wake up the body. Now I'm doing these on the couch, but these are all perfect stretches for the bed. The first you can transition to, it's called child's pose or shell pose. So from a lying down position, turn onto your front, tucking your knees in, and sit your hips back under your heels. Your big toes should be together and your knees wide apart. And you can put some weight back into your hips. Rest your forehead on the bed and your arms by your sides. So rest your forehead and start to breathe into your low back. We tend to breathe very shallow into our chest and into our belly, so see if you can expand the breath into the back, into the rib cage, and even the sides of the body. An option is to rest your arms on the small of your back to weight your hips, or you can extend your arms above your head, right to the tips of your fingers. From here, we're going to transition to walk your hands up and start to rotate your hands so that they're extending toward you. You can stretch your forearms to give eventual relief to your wrists. So this is a great stretch to give length to the front of your forearms from holding baby all day. This is an opposition stretch to the contraction that you're doing when you're holding the baby. The third stretch is coming up and tucking your toes under. So see if you can get all 10 of your toes tucked under while you just rotate your wrists out. Stretching out the wrists, rotate in both directions while you take deep breaths. So the next movement is called the breath of fire, and if you had a C-section like me, or even if you didn't and you had natural childbirth, this is a great way to start to wake up the pelvic floor and start to feel a lift there. And the way to do this is you imagine you're going to stop the flow of urine. So you're kind of squeezing down there at the pelvic floor while at the same time performing the movement of the breath of fire. Try to start with 10 to begin with, and as the weeks go by, you're going to increase it by 10 until you get up to 50. So after 5 weeks, you can hopefully work your way up to 50 breath of fire. You can place your hands on your belly if you wish, on your lower belly. You can even make a triangle around the belly button, and sharp exhale. So as you exhale, you're exhaling sharply out of your nose. If you can, keep the lips closed and exhale sharply out of the nose. If you can't keep the lips closed, it's okay to also exhale sharply out of the mouth. And the last stretch is just releasing the toes, point your feet, and come onto all fours. Make sure that your wrists are placed right underneath your shoulders and that your knees are underneath your hips. And we'll slowly extend into cat and cow pose. For the cow pose, of course, we're starting from the tailbone and reaching the tailbone out, and we're allowing that movement to travel up the spine to the top of the head. And as you exhale, we're going to scoop the tailbone under and start to round the back like an angry cat, pushing into the hands and even into the feet. And you're going to coordinate this movement with the breath. It doesn't matter if you're inhaling or exhaling during the cat or cow, as long as you're breathing. And before you get out of bed, you're going to rest in child's pose, just for a few minutes or as long as it feels good to you. So I hope those stretches work for you. If you have any questions or comments, please send them to me at Mommy Morsels, and have a great day.